will see Jimmy Garoppolo and the Chicago Bears taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears.
Santos set to kick off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 7th season in the NFL, it's Derek Carr.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Carr now on first down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Carr's pass.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Carr's pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has her staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Carr again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So what happened?
The Bears in good field position to start. Out 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's got a first down and then some in midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He was north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
At their own 20-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
19-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson on the coverage.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down, Saints.
They hand off to their big tight end. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And some space here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
For a Chicago
A huge play there for Chicago. 79 yards. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Saints nothing.
On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
That was second down 1 for Murray. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, 78 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 30 on second down, Carr, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Carr, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Take it in at the 22. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah, my shirt.
Here's Mostert. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
It looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's trying to get into the top 5.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Mostert, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. try it again on second down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And he fields it cleanly. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's good for a Chicago.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. They're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They hand it off to Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
After the sack on first down, Carr, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit it comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taking it about the 16. So we've come to half. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kick. Hey, block. 65. 11. Check. Lucky. 65.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Za'Darius Smith on the stop. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 58 yards, and the Bears add on.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had a punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Devin White racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on second and long. Carr, and the pressure gets to him again. Devin Bush able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, and that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again. Carr, quick slant, caught by Moore. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Now Mostert. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and a yard.
21. Hey, gun.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
36. Hey, watch this. Watch the safety creep. No.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Yeah, I got to move so I can get that play.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is in. these guys continue to pour it on. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And where he's at right now in this one, I would say this is a game to remember. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards on the ground. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Mostert. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
52's the mic. Bring it over there, right? 52's the mic.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Intended for Chris Manhurst. Kareem Jackson.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. Middle of the field. It's Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Check. Check 99. Check 99. Alert flare.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. First down, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, it's Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1.
The 1-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. they've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Carr now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Operating from the gun, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Carr looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Yards to go.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop it. Another try after the first down sack. Carr under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A big offensive